Alright. Doing big blocks. Or no, we're doing 358s, small blocks, whatever you want to call them. We're the number 3 car. And real quick, talk about a new hosted event coming up September 6th at 8 p.m. That's week 13, Monday night, when nothing really fun is going to be going on and no new stuff is out anyways. 358s, fixed setup, not the fixed setup. If you go to YouTube, my channel, and then community tab, you'll get a link to where the setup is. And we're going to have a 15-minute practice and sign-up period. First 62 people in, get in. 3-minute qualifying, 2 laps. 8 heats of 10 laps or 5 minutes. Cautions are on for all the races because I don't like the free-for-alls. And then 4 LCQs, 16 laps, 4 to the A from there. And 5-minute warm-up and a 100-lap 8 or 80 minutes if it goes really bad. 32 car field race at Volusia. Yes, it's going to be dry slick. Go watch the long modified races on YouTube, and they're racing dry slick. Just what's going to happen with the track. Nothing you can do to prevent it, and resetting it before the race I don't think I'm going to do, unless the heats and everything really wear it in, but I'd rather not do that. Now we've got a really slick track here for a fixed race, so I've got to, well, should have started talking about all that while I was loading in so that I could get some practice laps. Topside sucks here. I hate it. I can't ever run it right. So let's hope I can go fast in qualifying and figure out the line really quick, because practice I was in was fresh. Let's just take a look. Not a whole lot on the bottom. Get around the line on the high side. Let's go one time around the top. Or into the wall, whichever happens. That was a bad angle on entry. And then let's go do what I like to do best, and that is cut around the bottom, see if we can get any grip down here. Not a whole lot. Not the best effort down there, but let's keep on running laps and learning. Yeah, I mean, we're 4th right now, so that's not terrible, unless there's only 4 people that have went. Bottom's pretty tough to get hooked up, but top is dangerous on exit. Now this is an easier side, so maybe top in 3 and 4 and bottom in 1 and 2. Just because we got a little more to work with grip-wise on the high side. Not sure that's actually working too well. Let's go top again. See what it compares to. Yeah, I think, you know what? Remember in the 305s, you can just run middle and just be fine through the slick. Let's give that a go a few times. I mean, not much different. I think for me, though, working the bottom, being patient, is going to be the safer bet. As long as I don't miss it like that. 3 and 4 is just very narrow on the bottom, and the top is much wider, so at least we're staying fourth right now. Right, completely ass backwards from what I think is good. Not really anything. Now we are going to be on the high side on the start, so start off here, and we're going to have to come in on the high side, getting up to speed. Yeah, I can handle that, and then we just got to hope we can get through everything clean. Both lines are fairly easy to run. I would have ran a track like this for the race, but the wall is too easy to use. Volusia, you can't really benefit too much. Right. So, yeah, we're fourth. I mean, back half the field. No offense to Douglas, but a little bit off there. So, let me refresh paints just because I didn't do that when I got in here. Sure no one else sent a message. Everyone's all lined up, ready to go. I want to get a few of these loaded up before I join. Okay, here we go.
You're on the outside this time. Closed. Pit road is closed.
We are going green. Alright, so 30 laps, no cautions on. Got a pretty full field, so things could get kind of ugly if a big one happens. And we've just got to stay somewhat near the front and maybe have a shot at this. It's definitely not going to be an Eldora situation. Leader's going. Pace truck's hauling ass off. They just need to have it turned to the infield rather than going for the pit lane on the outside. Contact on the inside. Luckily we get around that. Still got one to our inside. That was a bad entry. Yeah, we're now in fifth. I don't want to be up top too long, but right now we can't get to the bottom. We got 5th place or 4th place right under us, but good 2-groove track, so that's a good thing. Just being forced up into a position I don't want to be, but got to make it work. At least we're getting room off the corner. And the guys in front of us aren't eating the wall. And we just got drilled.
Clear inside.
5 car goes to the top.
Car outside.
And we'll just go to the bottom and try to make it work.
Outside. Outside is clear. 14.753. Car outside. Clear high.
Switch it up. That's not the way I wanted. I want to go high in 3 and 4, low in 1 and 2. But now this guy might get under us. These two are going to run into each other. And we're just getting held up now. And now I got someone underneath. And the one car's just wall riding now, and I'm sure it's going to go run into this guy. Good racing, short track, hard racing. But yeah, the one car's just bouncing it off the wall. I need to get to the bottom. The top's getting too narrow.
14.743.
Sorry, I had to cut him off. We had him cleared, and so I had to get down here because the top is just too far away now. Not wide enough for my terrible skills. So now we'll putt around here as a catfish and try to make it work while everyone else gets the top side to work.
002, just off the head. Outside. Clear outside if you want it. Slow car down low, cast off down low. Outside.
Yeah, you know what? Whatever line I pick, we go backwards. So, that's good. 11 car just made me look like complete trash.
15.003.
Top and bottom is just too gone for me. I don't have the skill
14.96
to hit those marks perfectly like I need to. And fuck me. Of course, I decide to go up top right when he decides to go up top and hit the wall.
15.394. Get back in pit.
Let's try to find something around here. Got the 13 just working the high side, probably just pounding it off the wall. But I'm not going to do that. Try to get something down here to work. Hopefully he's not just pounding it off the wall, but it sure looks like he is.
14.969. Great job. Get to go.
Try to come hit this bit.
Outside. Clear up top.
I mean, you gotta lift if the car is sliding up in front of you. You can't just plow through.
14.967.
I know that takes away the wall riding run that he's got, but I don't know. Maybe he's not wall riding, but he's hauling ass.
15.017.
5 cars wall riding. Didn't work out too well.
Clear outside.
We're gonna go middle again. Hopefully pinch the 13 behind this guy.
Clear up top.
That works.
14.913. Is that in fourth position? Car stopped up high.
And the middle 305 line I was talking about is starting to work, where it's just stay off the gas, run the middle, and you'll be okay, even in the slick.
14.814.
So we got that going for us. Doesn't look like the 13's wall riding. Well, no, he definitely is. There's no way he's not getting a push off the wall as hard as he's entering there. This line's working though. It always kind of starts working mid-race when it gets this slick.
14.974.
But we're also getting a little bit of this grip off the corner. We at least found a little speed.
14.851.
We got a battle up right in front of us. Are they going to wreck? They do not. Unfortunately, we didn't find this line fast enough. We get fourth, but I had to do a lot of mirror driving in order to get fourth.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
That was a tough race.
Good job.
Not
Very
too
good job.
mad at anyone, though. I think we, for the most part, raced fairly clean. Let's just watch that back, I guess. Because it's just going to be a whole lot of wall riding if it was happening. Let's go sit in the stands. Make sure we got one camera. And see how this goes. Alright, hold on. We got to figure out who that was on. It's kind of a racing incident. Like the 2's very sideways and slow, and in the middle. The 4's diving it in the corner on the bottom. Can't see that guy, and unfortunately for the 2, he loses a bunch of spots there. The 11 car just made me look pathetic, though. He hooked up the middle just past us, no problem. But luckily he put it in the wall, and we didn't get stuck or turned from it. This was some good racing. Some tough racing. It's such a good track. I just wish bouncing off the wall wasn't an advantage. And sometimes it isn't. Sometimes they don't turn it enough, but when you're able to put the right rear fender that should be bending into the wall and push off of it, then you gain an advantage. Yeah, I want to see if that was my fault or not. Oops. I felt like I was definitely high up, but I might have turned down because I got scared by the wall. No. I'm not gonna take the blame on that one. He pushed up too high and was trying to turn it down off of that. So then that made me slightly angry. So tried to come back, get underneath him, and we just could not get this bottom to hook up. Five car had issues. I'm too high. 11 cars working the bottom like you need to. Just kind of floating the left front over the tires. I go to the top. The 11 gets to the inside of me. Cut down. Try to go to the bottom. That slows us all up though with them battling. I go back to the top, thinking the one was going to cross under there. He didn't. The 11 continues to just be better at my line than I am. That annoys me. I usually feel like I'm one of the better ones on the bottom, but he was just kicking ass down there. And then when I took it away from him again, like I had to change it up because they were getting stacked up on the top. So we dropped back down here. That kind of threw him off, me taking away his line, but the one went back down, so I'm like, not trying to follow the one. I think we finally get a nose here to make him come up off the corner, but then the 11 goes to the top, because he's just got all the fucking answers. What is his I rating? 2,300. Okay, I don't feel too bad. Yeah, he definitely used the wall there. Okay, he didn't use the middle. I thought he had used the middle to go around me, but he just drove it down off the corner. So, now he's back to the bottom, because he got around my slow ass. It's disappointing that someone was quicker than me on the bottom. He goes to the top, we go back to the bottom. 13 gets him to the side of the 2, and he gets loose again from the side contact. Now I'm starting to use up the tires, trying to get the right rear in the moisture as well. I decided to go high this time, and the 11 eats the wall. Luckily, we get around it. Now this is what I want to see, because this guy just all of a sudden started hauling ass. Okay, yeah, he's hitting the wall. It's stopping his momentum so he can enter harder. That time he didn't. He's able to get the right rear on the little berm that's there. I mean, he's not hitting it too much. He's just fucking fast. No, that was a hit. And you don't lose anything from it. You don't get damage. There's no risk at all to it. So yeah, he's going quick when he's not hitting it, but he's also going quick when he hits it. And I know that dirt cars can bend in the right rear and everything, but this is different. With this damage model, you're not bending it in, so you're getting that. Okay, that was on me. I slid up, and he was outside. I shouldn't have done that. I didn't really have too much control over it, because I'm going for that bit there, and then it just kept sliding up. So, luckily that didn't wreck us, but he probably definitely should have finished ahead of me. That was kind of a shitty move. Alright, yeah. That was using the wall and having it help you. But yeah, in real life, you'd bend that in, no big deal. It's not pushing the car back. In this video game, it's pushing the car back and giving you a push off the wall. So, now I get dirty, and keep him trapped behind this 5 car, so that he's got to stay high, and I'm hoping the 5 screws it up, which he does. And that allows me to get some distance on this guy. Now, this is where I think I find the middle line, and we start to get some distance. But yeah, there he goes, pushing off the wall again. He's not there, but it's the risk and the reward to it. And if you got the car turned enough, you get this solid point that does nothing other than help you. Instead of, you know, bending in, and you would just go up until you either hit the right rear or hit solid frame. Once they get that solved, once they get a cushion, once they get the loose stuff to really suck up there, so that, you know, it drags you back a little bit, sucks the tire in, then the high side's going to be more difficult. But until then, we got what we got. So, no, I feel bad. 13 should have beat me. He had that pass pretty much done, and I came up there. That was just slightly dirty. Let's take a look at results. And there we are. 28 I rating, lost a safety rating, no big deal. And yeah, I am fine with that. The only reason we lost safety rating that big there is because we crossed over the line. So it's the same when you go back above the line, you gain 0.4, you lose 0.4 or something like that when you go back down it. So it's not that big of a loss, but yeah, we got quick at the end, but just not good enough at the start. So hope it was enjoyable at least. Thanks for watching.